Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to quickly discuss the madness that is Simon and Porsha's engagement announcements on Instagram late last night. To say that I am speechless is an absolute understatement. There are so many different angles that I could take in regards to this whole crazy, messed up, raggedy situation, but I just want to give a few minutes of commentary on just talking about the obvious. And the obvious is that Simon and Porsha are both low down clowns for this. Period, point blank. Of all the millions of women and men out there, and you two pick each other. There is nothing romantic, sexy, cute, anything positive about this raggedy union whatsoever. If you are a Porsha fan, I just want to give you the courtesy now to log off of this video because I have nothing favorable to say about y'all's fave. This is a hot, raggedy mess, and y'all know it. Had this been anybody else, had this been Kenya, y'all would be calling her everything but a child of God. So it's really funny to me to see the discourse on Twitter and Instagram where people are trying to stick up for Porsha and say, well, you know, she doesn't owe Fallon any loyalty and they were just acquaintances and they were just work friends, so it doesn't really matter. Porsha has proven that not only is she a liar and a fraud, she also is nobody's friend. She is only a friend to herself. I mean, I have to say I could have hit the floor when my phone started blowing up. I mean, my Twitter notifications were like through the roof last night. The way I thought y'all were joking when y'all were hitting me up about this, I was like, oh, y'all just read this off of some random blog. There's no truth to this. And then you were like, Brooke, this is on her Instagram. This is real. Like, they just announced it. I was like, wait, what? Hold up. Hold the phone. I find it really funny at the Porsha fans who are trying to stick up for Porsha by saying she doesn't owe Fallon any loyalty. And it's like, okay, but just as a human being, just as a person with some sort of manners or just some sort of integrity, you just wouldn't do something like this. Porsha, I think that you are dead wrong in that caption to say that you and Fallon are not friends. You pulled an entire Mariah Carey, I don't know her situation with that one. We have proof of you on national TV on your way to her house with Tanya and your sister Lauren, and you were gushing about your new friend and her gorgeous home, how she's married to this fabulous older man, and you sitting up there hugging her. Hey girl, what's up? Okay, hey, your house is lovely. And the whole time you were at her house, you were sitting there saying, oh, I could have this. I could take him from her. That was in your mind, I guess, when you saw that home. Now, let's just get off of that for a minute and move on to the timeline. You claim that you had nothing to do with their divorce. He filed for divorce in January, according to your IG caption. And you and him have only been seeing each other for a month. I don't believe it whatsoever. If you do believe it, then I have some beachfront property in Iowa to sell you. She can go and take that lie somewhere else. This whole announcement by him and her is very much giving me somebody else was going to expose it, so now they're trying to get ahead of the story and spin the narrative. You know what hit me while I was getting ready to do this video? I feel like Kenya was right all along, and I feel like Kenya is being vindicated as we speak. Follow me here. When Porsha and Kenya first came on, I was indifferent about Porsha, okay? I never was a Porsha fan, but I didn't dislike her at the time. I thought that she was a little bit simple. She said some dumb things. She was this little sweet, demure, innocent young woman who was married to an older, controlling, awful guy, which was Cordell. And I thought that she was just trying to find her way and be a good wife, okay? Then when Cordell left her, I was like, okay, she's really upset about it. She seems very heartbroken about it. And then when the seasons progressed and we saw her be a little more carefree, a little looser, I was like, okay, she's like really coming into her own, like as a woman. But now as the seasons have gone on, and especially with this season, things have come out about her that she was doing some really underhanded stuff, i.e. getting scenes cut out, being upset with Candy for Candy trying to help out and make things easier for Black people at the network, all that stuff. It was like, wow, she really isn't as sweet or as earnest as she's trying to make herself out to be. She's a phony. Now I am feeling like Kenya saw through Porsha's act the whole entire time, and that's why Kenya could never be cool with her, because she kind of saw through Porsha's BS off rip. Kenya felt something all along. And it's also a parallel between Giselle and Monique Samuels from Potomac, because you remember when Monique stepped on the scene, me, along with a lot of other people, were like, Giselle is jealous of her. Why is she giving this younger woman who has a lot of money a hard time? And then fast forward to last season, season 5, when we all saw the cracks in Monique's foundation, it was like, wait, Monique isn't as nice. She's not as sweet. She's not as kind as she's trying to portray herself. This girl is a fighter. This girl is a user, a liar, a social climber, and she takes no accountability. When we all saw how it really was, it was like, oh my gosh, Giselle was low-key right all along about not liking this girl, because she saw the phoniness and she saw the facade from day one. And what we're seeing now is the true Porsha. This woman will stop at nothing to get a bag. And it's so funny to me how people are defending this by saying, well, it is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. And it's like, okay, but if this were you, you'd be feeling some type of way. You would be devastated or hurt if one of your friends turned around and started dating your ex and was now engaged to your ex. So please spare me with, well, she don't owe her no loyalty. They weren't friends. Porsha, can do what she want. Porsha took her man, and it is what it is. Okay, well, have the same energy if that happens to you. Porsha seems to be a woman who does not care about a man's track record before her. And I think that is a very dangerous game, to think that you are the exception to the rule. I want women in general to get out of this habit that this man has done all these women before you wrong, and he's going to just treat you like this special little flower. But one day, when the newness wears off, he's going to do you the same way he did them, sis. And this is also giving me very similar vibes to when she got with Dennis. Everybody around town was telling her, Porsha, you might want to slow down with this man. This man is a serial cheater. He's a womanizer. He has tattoos all over his body of other women that he's been with. He moves fast. He falls in love at the drop of a hat. He'll fall in love with you today and be in love with somebody else tomorrow. You might want to pull back the reins, sis, and just slow down. And she didn't listen. She was sitting up there calling Candy and everybody else a hater, telling them to stay out of her business. Because Porsha doesn't want to believe that fat meat is greasy, and she learned the hard way when he turned around and started cheating on her and broke her heart. And when you Google Simon, Although there's not a whole lot known about him, on a lot of those gossip forums, there's a lot of talk that he has been a serial cheater as well, and he's not the best husband or boyfriend or partner. He's done a lot of women wrong according to the blogs, okay? And we do know for a fact that he has 5 children. Now, whether it's 5 kids with one woman or 5 kids with multiple women, we do know that he has 5 kids. And we hope that he's an active father. This whole thing is a mess. I think that this is low down. I think this is so vile. For season 14, I will say that Miss Porsha has gotten herself a storyline that will probably take her into season 15. I know that Andy has the biggest bottle of champagne and he is sipping from it as we speak because this is about to be reality TV gold. Bravo, if you really want to shake things up and let it really be a hot mess, please bring Fallon on as a full-time housewife and bump her salary up to $100,000 instead of that measly $60,000 that y'all give newbies. And I want to see how that whole interaction plays out between her and Porsha. And when he does Porsha the way he's done everybody else, I'll be right here in front of this camera giving my 2 cents because this is raggedy. And Drew Sidora, sis, where are you in your bad wigs, honey? Because all this season you've been calling LaToya every whore, every Delilah spirit known to man when you thought that she was sleeping with your prophet friend, but you sitting up here mums the word real quiet as a church mouse when your new best friend is caught up in some foolishness. If LaToya is a Delilah, then what is Porsha for this? Inquiring minds would like to know. But again, that's all I have to say on this. I'm sure I'll be getting back in front of this camera to talk about more as the story develops. But cheers to the happy couple. And I will see you all for the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 3 because I know I'm late. I know, right? You take a vacation for your birthday in Miami Beach at the Ritz-Carlton and you're backed up on all these videos, child. So you'll be seeing me in a few short hours because I had to edit that video. And then I know that I had to give you guys Married to Medicine episodes 9 and 10. So stay tuned for like back-to-back-to-back videos between today and tomorrow. And I will see you all later. Bye, guys.